Good afternoon. We're here in the dining room and Paul's got a load of dirty things on my dining room table that apparently you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Over to Paul.
So this is the selection of potatoes that we're going to be growing this year. We decided to go fully for Wilkinson this year. No particular reason, but we got a Wilkinson close by us and it was easy. I always think about, shall I get seed potatoes from the bigger seed catalogues and things like that. I sort of never get round to it, and then when you do look at buying them, you get £2 off if you buy 3, but then you've got a £5 delivery charge. It all seems to stack up a lot. So what we have here, and we've got another 2 bags, there's 3 bags this side here, but there's 5. This is £10 of potatoes, seed potatoes. The one that we're growing mainly for our first earlies are Rocket. So this is a first early called Rocket in a green bag at Wilkinson, I noticed, and that's 2 kilos for £2.50. We're also going to be growing Sharps Express, Kestrel and Swift. Sharps Express and Swift are supposedly very quick growing. We weren't going to grow main crop, or I wasn't going to grow main crop this year, but decided that we are going to. And this is what we're growing. It's Vegetaria in the orangey red bag. Their main crop, as I say. I think the second earlies are in a purple bag at Wilkinson's. So these are the potatoes that we're growing this year. The Rocket are going to go into the top plot where we have done our seed potato bed, with the compost from the hot bin composter and our pallet bin composter. These packets here will go into an area where our parsnips are at the moment on the lower plot, and the main crop are actually going to all be done in the big tubs, in the I think 35 litre tubs. All of these are grade E. And what we've been trying to find out today, and also doing research before, is whether different grades of potato get sold to different shops. So you might go into one shop and you get, well, like Wilkinson's, 2 kilos here for £2.50. If you go on to one of the big seed catalogues, 2 kilos might be £5.95. And then if you go into one of the sort of cheaper stores like Pound Stretcher, something like that, or B&M's, theirs might actually be cheaper yet. You might get them for, £2, £1.50 even. And we've been trying to figure out, by doing research online, whether there is a different grade that is sold to different shops and retailers. But the answer seems to be no, not really. Everything has to be graded by the seed potato classification scheme. And within that seed potato classification scheme are a number of grades: pre-basic, basic and certified. And within those are certain grades as well. But all of these potatoes, if you look on the label when you have a look, when you're in a shop, they say Union Grade E, and the size is 35mm by 55mm. So that's how these average out. So really, I think it's a matter of just grow what you feel comfortable with and what you've had success with before. All of these these 2 we have grown before. These we haven't, so these are new to us. And that's about it.
But also the guy that you spoke to on the phone did mention that the biggest impact on potato production from seed potato is around the storage of those seed potatoes by the retailer.
Yeah, what happens is government inspectors go out and they inspect the harvests effectively of the seed potato growers at the end of last year when these were being harvested. They check the harvest and they authorise that, and I think there's something like 300 authorised, approved seed potato growers in the UK. The issue that the guy at Caithness Potato said was how those potatoes, when they go to the retailer, how they may be stored, or if they go to a middleman who buys potatoes from the seed potato growers, how they get stored at that point, whether they get stored in good conditions or whether they might be left out in a yard, in a cold area, and anything that hasn't been well looked after from the harvest of the seed potato through to the planting of the seed potato with growers like us, that is where the big effect is going to be. So it's important to make sure that you try and find out whether the potatoes have been kept well. But I suppose one of the best things that you can do is to have a good look at the potatoes that you are growing, or that you are buying rather, to grow, and make sure that you're happy with the quality. These are sort of various different sizes, but all of them are good quality. There's none that are rotten, there's none that are split in half or have got cuts in them that I've seen. None of them are sending out huge shoots at the moment, which of course we want that to happen slowly in the chitting process. The other thing to also ensure is that when you are buying seed potatoes, there is ground on them, because seed potatoes need to be stored in the without being washed. They shouldn't be washed. So there we are. These are the potatoes that we're going to be growing this year, and hopefully we're going to look after them and chip them well, and then we will be putting them in. Some of these will be going in February, and these here will be going in March. So this is going to be the end of February, and these will be mid-March.
Great.
That's it.
Lovely, Paul. Thank you so much for that informative chat on seed potatoes. Great. So,
thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, Paul.
Bye.
Goodbye.